So yesterday, a story came out. And a story came out basically that Cleveland, their coach Freddie Kitchens, was clearly not happy, but said Odell Beckham has left town. We want to get his mind right before he's at practice. He came for one OTA practice and left. Now, this bothers me for a lot of reasons. Number one, Baker Mayfield's in his second year. Odell doesn't know the players, the coach, the playbook, the formations, doesn't know anything. Receiver, quarterback, especially receiver, young quarterback, get this thing tight. Come on, let's go. I wouldn't care if it was a tight end, a running back, a corner, a safety. Star receiver, second-year quarterback, let's get the timing down. I mean, Tom Brady spends his off seasons with Edelman, and they already have timing. So I said, we got more drama. We have a coach having to talk about OBJ. I said, is it me or is OBJ gone from circus catch to now just more circus? So I put up his 10 most memorable moments in his career. Not his 10 best plays. I didn't call it that. Not his 10 greatest catches. Not his 10 most memorable moments in his career. Because my point was, once you start looking at him, the catch, the boat, fight with net, meltdown in tunnel, Paris hotel room, fight with Norman, peeing in the end zone. My point was, once you start looking at his 10 biggest moments, it's a lot of non-football nonsense. There's the catch, and there's just a bunch of Paris hotel room fighting with a net, peeing in the end zone. I'm like, we've gone from circus catch to circus act. I didn't say this was the 10 best plays, and my point was, I thought, a very fair one, which it was very fair. And OBJ is a public figure. You got to deal with some criticism. Well, OBJ went apoplectic. He attacked me viciously on Twitter. I'm not going to go through all these. I'll put them up for our FS1 listener. It just was like hours of just 4 separate tweets and reactions. By the way, Baker Mayfield came after me. Didn't love that because I thought we were just getting tight. And so Baker attacked me, and Odell Beckham attacked me. And, of course, this proves one thing. That's right. We're in OTAs. It's already dysfunctional. Let's retrace the steps here with me and OBJ. I always supported Odell Beckham Jr. in New York. I said, listen, he's young, he's dynamic, Eli's a shot fighter. He needs to move. This is not working. And I said that. I said, I don't like all of his nonsense, but this kid's great. This kid's an all-timer. Eli's a shot fighter. He's doing some nice things. You got to put this kid with a legit top 10 quarterback. And then I also said on the air before he left New York, I said, I think he's going to get traded despite what the Giants said. And I said, this kid was not dysfunctional at LSU, and he was not dysfunctional his first year in New York. He's gotten kind of chaotic as the Giants have become chaotic. And I said on the air, I said, let's be honest about this. Maybe he's just a young kid that doesn't work well in chaos. I know personally I don't either. I'm a child of divorce. I like less conflict, steady management, quiet in the house. And he reached out to me. And he said, you kind of nailed it on that. And it was a really neat 30-minute conversation. I was up in Utah hanging out skiing, and we really connected. And I said, hey, he told me some things I still won't relay to you about where he wanted to play, whatever. Then he signs with Cleveland. I sent him a congrats, kick butt. Because, I knew it wasn't exactly where he wanted to go, but it was a good start. Baker Mayfield's very accurate as a thrower. OBJ runs the best slant pattern in the league. I'm like, good, he'll get stats. At least he's playing now with a young quarterback moving into his prime. It's a good feeling for him. And then yesterday, the story about he's been in Cleveland 3 days of the 65. He came for one, left. Coach said, I'd like him to be here. I've never said that, but he's got to get his mind right, and it's been 65 days since the trade, and he doesn't have his mind right. And then the reaction, and it's sort of proven my point, which is, are you a circus catch, or are you just a circus? Because now you got the quarterback. Now you got the players around you, because Cleveland's got players. Now, are they a great team? I don't know, but they got players. They got players everywhere. They got 2 good running backs, and at midseason, a third. Their offensive line was top 3 in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. They got now Odell and Jarvis Landry, best young tight end in football, good pass rusher. Denzel Ward's an elite corner. I mean, they got all sorts of players. But my concern was this. Tweets, Instagram, net, circus, thin skin, overreacting. I do not regret in any way my 10 most memorable moments, because my point was What is OBJ now? Is he the circus catch, or is it just now a circus? You can't be in Cleveland 3 days of 65. You got to get there. You got a great young second-year quarterback. You got a new coach. You got a new playbook. You got new teammates. You got new players. You got new offense. You got to get there. You got to be in town. You got to get your mind right. I don't want to hear about 65 days. 65 days? 65 days? That's enough time to get your mind right. And by the way, Tom Brady, he's vacationing with Julian Edelman. He's working on that stuff 9 years into the relationship. You got to get this thing down. And so my concern initially for the Cleveland Browns is this. This is it. By the way, there's a story out today. I'm not going to get into it, but Big Ben is vacationing with his wide receivers and running backs at his lake house. Not on Twitter, on screaming and yelling at innocent victims like me. So once again, I am trying to save another franchise. Philadelphia 76ers, I'm trying to save you. Cleveland Browns, I'm trying to point out some problems and save you from going down this absurd 20-year abyss you've been in. You want to say mean things about me? That's fine. But I'll just let you know I did not sleep well last night. Very restless. And I can't do this show at the highest level if I'm struggling with sleep. So OBJ and Baker, if you'd like to apologize to me at any point, I am certainly willing to consider that, listening to that. And I have 2 seats now. They're always welcome. You could come on the show anytime. And I will give it great thought, but I would strongly consider accepting your apology at this point. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.